Is everything burnt around here? I mean, was there like a fire? I don't know, like everything is black. What's going on? Is everything...
We're bringing this back to life.
Hey y'all, it's Buckety 2017 and
Welcome to
another video. I have some very exciting news, and this is such a big thing for me because this happens to me maybe once every 5 years. No, not 5 years, maybe more like 15. As you know, my old horse Smokey passed away. He was a real horse and he inspired me to do the grape herd and everything. So this is Smoke's song, the Smokey in Star Stable. So he's still gonna be forever the grape herd mascot. Hope you know that forever. First off, let me start off why I didn't post last week. Last week I couldn't post because, as you know, I post every Friday. I couldn't post because I had to go on a band and choir trip. It was such a big trip that it affected my grade, so I had absolutely no time to make a video, and I had some other things to take care of. I'm sorry about that. If you have a problem with that, then leave. No, I'm just kidding. Please don't leave. I'm desperate.
Happens to be wrong.
So, as you can tell, I'm in a different area, and I was saving up my money the whole time, like real life money, and I bought a new horse.
Are you serious?
And her name is Gracie. She's absolutely gorgeous. She's so sweet. She is one of these horses right here that's gonna represent her. She is a border horse, and I'm hopefully gonna use her for a lot other things like run for county princess, and she's really kind and she's pretty much the perfect horse for me. She's still getting used to me, and the weird thing is about her is that she absolutely adores mints. Literally, I have to give her like 5 each day. I know it's not healthy, but I actually don't give her 5 per day, but she will beg for them. Like, I hold out my hand and she licks it thinking that there's a mint in my hand. It's so cute and adorable. I'm going to buy the horse that represents Gracie, and then I will describe Gracie a bit more while there is some footage of us buying Gracie, as well as the trip to getting Gracie as well. So Gracie is a American quarter horse, and she's actually a color that I can pretty much really like, and she's kind of a blackish bayish. I don't really know what you would call this color, but she does have a star on her face. She doesn't have as much white on her face, but she doesn't really have the stockings either. But this is the closest horse I could ever get to Gracie. Okay, so I'm going to name the horse that's representing Gracie on here Glory Echo, and the reason why I do that, I always have a reason behind my names if you know me. Glory, obviously, for her name Gracie, and Echo because I want something to start with E, because I bought her on the day before Easter. And I know it's like it was like way back in the past, and don't come commenting down below like,
Spot City, why didn't you do this earlier?
I don't know. I didn't really get the old owner's permission to post about Gracie quite yet, because, yeah, I'm that type of person. Don't judge me. So, anyway, we're going to buy Gracie from Star Stable, and don't worry, guys, she's not taking over Smokey as the new grape herd mascot. Let's just get on to the pictures and the storyline of Gracie.
So we're supposed to be there around like 4 o'clock, and my mom decides, oh, we should start loading now, and it's 3:09. Wow!
A slow driver.
Oh, really? We're supposed to be there at 4 o'clock.
So here, me and my mom are in the pickup, ready and going to the place Gracie was, where her old home was at, and we were just enjoying some great tunes to the radio. As you know, I adore country, so we were listening to some country. As soon as we got there, the owner had her all ready for us. She was really eager to see me again. Once I rode her twice before I completely bought her. I rode her twice before I completely bought her, and she kind of felt like the right horse for me, and also for some religious reasons. If you want the story behind that, I can absolutely give that to you. It's really entertaining, actually. It's really interesting how it was created. If you want to hear that in another video, please comment that down below and give this video a thumbs up so I know to explain that story behind Gracie. She was really willing and everything. The old owner had her for around 5 years. She was selling her because she wanted her to go to a good home and couldn't show her as a show horse. I'm not going to use her for a show horse. I'm just going to use her as a princess horse. Like for when I ride for County Princess. A while away, so it's like a really, really long ways away. So I started leading her to the trailer and everything, and she surprisingly loaded really smoothly and fine. She was kind of confused of what was going on. The old owner was kind of like, I kind of felt really bad for her because I get it. She was a really good horse, and I can tell she was a very good horse to her. But we're updating her with pictures and videos of her, and hopefully this video will reach out to her so she can get an update on Gracie as well. Once we got home, our other horse, Spirit, my mom's horse, which is absolutely a brat sometimes, she went crazy because she hasn't had a friend maybe in the last 2 months, and she's so excited, but we were separating them because we don't know what she was gonna do to Gracie, if she was gonna kick her, nip her, or do the opposite. So we had them separate, and they pretty much got along pretty fine. So right now they're together. Spirit is being the brat as she is right now, currently chasing her away from grain and hay, and we're trying to fix her with that by haltering her up when they eat hay and their grain. Yeah, I'm bonding. I'm still bonding with Gracie right now. I haven't rode her yet because I have to get a different saddle for her because my saddle that fit Smokey was too small for her, so I have to sell that saddle and get another saddle. It's great. I haven't rode her yet. Hopefully I'm gonna ride her soon. I'm really eager to go riding because I've been asking my mom, I want to go ride, I want to go ride. I was even willing to ride Spirit because I was so eager to ride. So Gracie is doing pretty well right now. Oh my gosh, around 3 days after we got her, I wanted to go groom her, get to bond with her and everything, and she would not stop looking at the front pasture, and I'm just like, are you okay? It's like she looked at the pasture like she'd never seen a pasture before, and we're just like, okay, they have ants in their pants, meaning that they're wanting to run, because both horses didn't stand still as we tried to brush them. My mom and I are just like, okay, let's just go let them loose in the pasture. So we have a bigger pasture behind our barn. We let them loose. Spirit was the first to take off, and then Gracie followed, and oh my gosh, they ran like bullets across the field, or pasture. They ran like bullets across the pasture. No joke. Gracie, she almost ran into a fence 2 times, but she loves pasture. I tried brushing her a couple other times, and she still looks at that pasture like, oh my gosh, I got a new pasture. I now have a pasture to run in and graze and such. So yeah, I feel like we're going to treat her really well and change her life a little bit, because in her old home she didn't have as big as a pasture as we have, but she was well taken care of in her old home. So hopefully I will bond with her pretty soon, and I'll give you more updates on her if you want me to. Before Gracie, I also had to look at some other horses. So here are some other horses I was pending on buying. The first one I was so attached to because he was so pretty. He seemed like my type of horse. His name was Tucker. He was a red roan. I tried him out, and I didn't like the person that was kind of lunging him, and while I was riding him, he was very confused, and he was just too sensitive on his sides. So I couldn't really have a horse that was too sensitive on my sides because I bounce when a horse trots. But whenever I bounced, my legs were kicking his sides, and he was thinking, oh, I should go faster. That's what I mean by too sensitive. So I couldn't have that horse. There was another horse called Star. I don't really have too much footage of him, but he was such a caring and good horse. I was almost about to buy him. It was really between him and Gracie. He was a horse that I could teach and learn on at the same time, but he was going to take care of me as a rider. He thought I was a little kid on him because of my weight. So for me, he was a little bit hard to ride on, so he wouldn't really gallop for me. I had to take a stick as a whip to slightly touch him on the rump to make him go, and he knew his leg pressures and leads and everything I needed on a horse. He was just, I don't know, I wasn't really too interested in him, but it was either between him and Gracie. Another horse I also saw was a horse named Azul or something. It starts with an A. From the picture we saw, we were in love with him, but as soon as we got to see him in person, we actually said a complete no on him because he was a horse from Secretariat, and he was in the movie Secretariat, and he was just way too tall. He was just enormous. I couldn't ride him. He was more of an English riding horse, so he was just a complete out for me. The girl lunged him. He was too hyped up. He seemed like too much energy for me. So there's probably a few other horses, but they're not just coming to my mind right now. So alright, y'all, that was it for this video. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give this video a thumbs up. And if you want more updates on Gracie, be sure to also let me know down in the comments below. If you are new to my channel, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button to join the Grey Bird. And the Grey Bird is pretty much the horse I was just riding, which was Smokey with all the purple tack on and clothing. I was so happy I found Gracie. I've been looking for a horse for, it feels like more than 2 months, but I'm pretty sure it's more than 2 months. I'm just not wanting to say more. I'm so happy I found Gracie. Hopefully this tack outfit will work out. If not, I'll probably change it to blue. Comment down below your thoughts. I'd love to know your thoughts, and I will be sure to heart them if you say something nice. And if you say hi, I might say hi back, or I might just heart it, as that just be me saying hi back. So without further ado, don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye!
Forget